What is up, everybody? Chrissy Ninja here, and welcome back to another reaction video. So, yeah. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I I hope all of you enjoyed your Thanksgiving with your friends and your family. And yeah. Tell me in the comments below what are you thankful for? Yeah. So yeah. You guys want to know what we're reacting to. So yeah, this is not clickbait. I am reacting to Goku vs Superman Death Battle. Two of them. You want to know why You want to know why I'm reacting to both? To the first one and the second one? Death Battle is doing it for a third time. No surprise. So, let's get right into this one.
Born to dying races and sent to brave new worlds, these two alien saviors are legendary. And everybody wants to know who would kick whose ass in a fight. And I mean everyone. Goku, the tenacious Super Saiyan, and Superman, the man of
I'm
steel.
familiar with
To
both
ensure no
series.
questions are left unanswered, we will be acknowledging every official resource for both combatants. Though the original writings hold precedence, no mistranslations allowed. Also, as he was retconned and rebuilt in 1986, we will be examining the modern Superman. Considering Supes pre-86 could make up new superpowers on the fly and destroy entire solar systems by sneezing, probably a good idea. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Man, this matchup took the internet by storm. And probably get both fan bases pretty angry on this one. Well, okay, this reaction video is gonna be a long one, so you should probably get your thanks. You should probably get some snacks and your drinks for this long reaction video. Bye.
Kakarot was born to a low-class Saiyan warrior on the planet Vegeta. He narrowly escaped the extinction of his entire race when he was sent to Earth with a single, simple mission. Destroy everything! Then he conveniently bumped his head and forgot about it all. Dubbed Goku by his adoptive grandfather, his life revolves around combat. He cares little for anything else, unless food is involved.
Can I have another bowl, please?
Classic Goku.
At 12 years old, he was trained by Master Roshi in Kame-Sennin Ryu, which pushes a person to superhuman levels. Complementing his Saiyan biology, Goku's superhuman strength, speed, and senses skyrocketed. He developed numerous fighting techniques, including the fast-moving after-image and the Dragon Throw, his trademark grapple. At 15, he was already so powerful that the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods! He was only a kid and his power level was already enormous. It's over 9,000! Not yet! Okay, now it is. What, 9,000? False. In the Japanese manga, Goku's power level at that time was 8,000. But it doesn't even matter because power levels are absurd.
Interesting.
The entire point of introducing them was to show how
Power scaling is already BS in the anime community anyway.
Constantly underestimated the heroes. Therefore, using them to judge Goku's abilities is pointless. Besides, the Daizenshuu says that... What now? The official Dragon Ball Encyclopedia. It states power levels eventually become immeasurable. Not because they're so high they can't be measured, but because the characters, and hopefully the audience, have realized just how futile these numbers are.
I'm still 10 times stronger than you are. That may be true, but strength isn't the only thing that matters.
We cannot judge Goku by his power level. Nor can we through power scaling.
No power levels,
achieve
no
the same
power
feats as lesser Dragon Ball characters. Goku's abilities are tailored to his personal training and experiences, not to mention anatomy.
I can breathe in space and you can't.
However, Goku does have a knack for mimicking ki techniques. Ki is metaphysical, made up of things such as vigor, courage, and being in one's true mind. It's basically a kind of natural life force energy and is a fundamental component of Taoist medicine and martial arts. Oh, and it's not magic. Dragon Ball creates a very distinct difference between ki and magic. Ki is dependent on the physical ability of the user, and magic users like Babidi are clearly using something different. Goku harnesses and manipulates his ki energy into badass lasers and stuff, like ki blasts, energy barriers, and the Destructo Disc, which he totally stole from Krillin. The solar flare blinds opponents, and the spirit bomb puts energy from other things into a giant death ball that takes freaking forever to make. And energy taken from sentient beings must be voluntary. The spirit bomb is fueled by positive energy, which is only effective against those filled with negative energy, aka evil. In the Super Android 13 film, Goku actually absorbs the ki gathered from the spirit bomb, becoming one with it, transforming and manipulating the energy himself. But his two best moves are the Dragon Fist, where he supercharges his punch with a golden ki dragon, and the one and only Kamehameha, a giant focus
Means
beam
total
which every kid in
destruction
the world
wave.
has always wanted to do. Don't lie, you've tried it.
I did
Also uses
as a
ki for
kid.
telekinesis and high-speed flight. He can even sense the power and location of other key sources, then teleport directly to them with instant transmission. Which is light speed!
You dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
Again, false. This is another mistake in translation. According to the original manga, instant transmission is, well, instant. Its only flaw is that it requires concentrated focus.
It's no good. I can't concentrate.
Also, he can read minds.
Wait, what? Is there no limit to this ki thing?
There is. Goku draws from a finite pool of ki energy. So to increase his power, Goku perfected the art of Kaioken. This amplifies Goku's ki, multiplying his strength, speed, defense, and so on.
Only one problem. It puts a giant strain on his body and could even kill him.
Kaioken
Ooh.
times 20!
But Goku does not have to rely solely on his ki. He wields the Power Pole, a magical staff which expands and contracts.
When he's hurt, eating a sensu bean heals him up. And to get around, he rides the Flying Nimbus, a flying cloud which probably tastes like cotton candy.
Still, the Kaioken was Goku's trump card for some time until a fateful battle with the Tyrant Frieza. Which Goku passed his limits to achieve the legendary form of Super Saiyan.
The
There
iconic
are 4 different levels of
transformation.
Super Saiyan, each drastically boosting his power.
Like the Kaioken, each form does burden his body, though Goku has trained to minimize this.
Super Saiyan 3 multiplies the already combined power of Super Saiyan 2 by 4, but comes at a horrible price. That hair. Oh, and it pretty much destroys his body while he's using it, but my god, the hair!
Bruh.
Fortunately for Goku, the life-sapping Super Saiyan 3 form would be trumped by his final transformation, Super Saiyan 4. This form alters his body to better endure the 4,000 times power increase.
Complete with pink fur and eyeshadow. Fear the ultimate form.
With each transformation, minus full-powered Super Saiyan 1, Goku loses some self-control, becoming more violent and instinct-prone.
When I'm at this power level, it's hard for me to listen to reason. I just lose control.
Kind of like a dark form.
Goku's greatest strength is his tenacity and never-give-up attitude. He does not fight to defeat others, he fights to defeat himself. However, this may also be his greatest weakness.
He prefers a fair fight, eager to see his opponent's maximum potential.
He's about to
That's what that's who Goku is.
I want him to reach his maximum. I want to fight him when he's at his best.
But when the whole world is at stake, well, hindsight is 20/20.
And although he's more than tough enough to survive in a vacuum, he clearly needs
Avoids
oxygen, so no
unfailing.
breathing in space.
Plus, well, Goku's not very bright. Despite some basic schooling from Roshi, Goku has never had a day of certified formal education in his life. It took him years just to learn how to drive.
But why the hell would Goku need to drive a car?
He can
Even
fly.
so, Goku understands his weaknesses. To him, a formal education would just be a waste of time. He is already a genius when it comes to martial arts.
And even if he does get the hell beaten out of him, he improves with every fight.
And that is what Goku is all about. He thrives on becoming stronger and bursting limits, and has overcome every obstacle in his way.
Even marriage.
Goku might just be the greatest martial artist in fictional history.
What?
And an
What are
inspiration.
you? I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. to good. Nightmare to you.
Goku's the goat. Okay, now to Superman.
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
Clark Kent.
Kal-El was born to a high-class scientist on the planet Krypton. He narrowly escaped the destruction of his home world when his father sent him to Earth with the goal of preserving human life.
Well, what a coincidence! Except for the whole saving human life thing. After landing on Earth, he was found and raised by the Kents, who decided to name him Clark. And weren't they surprised when they found out he was an alien with superpowers?
After discovering his true heritage, Clark refused to accept his Kryptonian side. He subconsciously developed mental barriers that blocked him from attaining his full power, which he would work to uncover throughout the rest of his life.
Stupid power-limiting brain?
After graduating college in 2 years and traveling the world as a secret superhero, Clark moved to the city of Metropolis as an investigative reporter and donned the red and blue to publicly announce his presence as the Superman, defender of truth, justice, and the American way, until he renounced his American citizenship.
Mild-mannered Clark kept his identity a secret with the brilliant disguise of dirty glasses and wimpy demeanor.
Ooh.
Proving that people only see what they want to believe.
Boomstick, that's surprisingly profound.
Since then, his power's been pretty inconsistent, mostly due to the writers doing whatever the hell they please.
Well, there is a legitimate explanation. Superman's powers are dependent on the ultrasolar rays of the sun. By absorbing yellow or blue sunlight, his power rises. However, he cannot absorb sunlight from a red star. So, if you take away a yellow sun, you slowly take away Superman's power.
Of
He's
course.
solar-powered. They call him the world's first superhero, but sounds more like the world's first hippie to me.
Now, the intensity of solar radiation disperses the further away it gets from its source. So, the closer Superman is to the sun, the more solar radiation he'll absorb.
So he gathers more power the higher he gets? He is a hippie.
In the Justice League series, Our World's at War, Superman actually spent 15 minutes inside the sun. When he resurfaced, he was powerful enough to effortlessly move planets.
He can also hear sounds millions of miles away, see through anything but lead, and spot things moving faster than light.
The
He can
Flash.
see at a subatomic level and hear through the vacuum of space. Somehow. He can even see your soul.
What?
Wow.
Well, weird abilities aside, Superman can freeze his enemies in ice or create hurricanes just by breathing. And to top it all off, he shoots laser beams from his eyes.
His heat vision can be expanded to encompass anything within Superman's sight and reach temperatures hotter than the sun.
He can incinerate entire planets in a staring contest.
However, heat vision does drain his solar power much faster than any other ability, especially when he amps it up.
Ah, stupid. Okay, sorry about that.
And with precision, heat vision can reach microscopic levels invisible to the human eye.
Heat vision. Focus through your pupils like a scalpel. Instant lobotomy.
Ooh.
Superman can vibrate his body fast enough to phase through attacks, even turn invisible. By vibrating to just under light speed, Superman can use the infinite mass punch. This
Same
speed
thing
causes
as
the relative
what
mass of his fist to
the
increase
Flash
immensely
has.
and hits with the force of a supernova.
Which explodes at a force of 10
Wally West.
octillion megatons. Thanks, back to the day calendar.
In comparison, this is the Tsar, the most powerful bomb mankind has ever tested. 50 megatons.
So that punch is like 200 septillion super nukes. That's 24 zeros, bitches.
Bruh.
Superman is not only strong, but a genius with a super brain that can process information thousands of times faster than an average human. He is capable of strategic fighting even while traveling 8 times the speed of light.
He's an expert in disabling opponents through pressure point combat, and once fought demons in Valhalla alongside Wonder Woman and Thor. For 1,000 frickin' years.
He's even
Wow.
learned how to protect his mind from telepathic attacks.
I heard your telepathic shout before, but my mind is protected from anything deeper by a series of psychic blocks. Best I've seen, too.
He also studied 2 Kryptonian martial arts, Torquazum Rao and Torquazum Vo.
Orgasm what now?
Torquazum Rao is a hard martial art in which Superman enters the theta state, a real-life phenomenon in which a person becomes extremely receptive to information and instinct. Torquazum Vo is a mental martial art with which Superman can fight off mind domination and illusions, or even counterattack.
In order to master all his powers, Superman needed to break through his own self-created mental blocks. Like how when he was younger, he believed he needed to eat food and breathe oxygen like humans, when he could really just survive on solar energy alone, like some weird plant man.
And thanks to some intense training from Mongol II, he managed to tear these barriers down and become the true Superman, capable of
The
amazing
Man of
feats.
Steel.
Yeah, like when he obliterated an F5 tornado with a round of applause. Or when he was the filling for a planet sandwich. Or held a mini black hole in his hand. Oh, or the time he dragged the frickin' Earth around.
With some help too.
Superman has survived some pretty crazy things.
Ooh.
Like when cold gas hit him with 15 supernovas to the face.
That was like 15 suns exploding in his face.
I just said that.
Exaggeration? Maybe, but he has survived other supernovas before. When he takes a hit, his super dense molecular structure and bioelectric aura protects him and his suit.
Holy crap, he sounds invincible.
Not exactly. His solar energy can be depleted over the course of a battle if he takes too much damage or remains out of sunlight for too long. This is how the monster Doomsday was able to kill him. Oh, sorry, not kill. Put him into a healing coma. He also has several specific weaknesses, like the famous kryptonite, radioactive fragments of his cold world which bring him to his knees. Any prolonged exposure will eventually kill him. He also has no special resistance to magical attacks.
And he always gets all hung up on doing the right thing, even if it makes his life miserable.
He does not fight for himself, but to protect others. Even the
True.
buildings in Metropolis are more valuable to him than his own life.
Collateral damage.
Most of the time. Point is, Superman spends more time defending the city than actually improving his own abilities.
But remove all those pesky feelings about saving people and look at him.
I feel like I live in a world made of cardboard, always taking constant care not to break something, to break someone. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this
Let's
debate
get
once and
it.
for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's do this.
Look, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's gonna kill us! I hate Mondays.
Don't worry, folks. This looks like a job for Super. Whoa! I got it.
Earlier today, Superman heroically rescued Metropolis from disaster once again.
Ooh.
The Man of Tomorrow
Okay,
saved
this
a
is
downed
W cut
airliner
out.
which would have
Not gonna lie.
crashed.
Superman, huh? Wow, he looks really strong. What, that pretty boy ass clown? Please, I could kill him with my eyes closed. Even faster than that stupid transforming hedgehog.
Oh, zip it,
Just look
Vegeta.
at him, wearing his underwear on the outside. I bet it chafes.
Dang, Gigi.
I sense
Parker.
him. He's strong. Stronger than anyone I've ever fought.
Are you serious?
Finally, someone as strong as me!
Oh, Vegeta W hating.
I heard he's an
Go
alien.
Chi moment.
Alien? It's only a matter of time before he destroys the
Bruh.
planet! Nimbus!
Is Chi-Chi gonna come down or something? Okay then. Super hearing.
Hey there!
Hello.
You look pretty strong. Let's fight!
Fight? Well, that's not really what I do.
Classic Goku.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
You're insane.
Here we go.
Fight.
Ooh.
You're outmatched. Give up.
I'll pass!
I am what?
Dang. Weave.
What? I can't move!
So, you're an alien too, huh?
What did you do to me?
Pressure points.
Paralyzed.
Didn't work at first, but my X-ray and microscopic vision let me find your body's weak points. You won't be going anywhere. What is that?
Ah, sensu bean. 1-1?
No.
Aw, there goes
I'm
the
ending
sensu
this
bean.
now.
Super Saiyan.
Okay, Blondie, what's going on?
I am Son Goku! And I am a Super Saiyan!
Dang. Oh, there goes the leg sport.
Well, this might take a while.
Ah, the damn kryptonite randomly appears out of nowhere.
Not now.
Huh? Hey, what are you doing?
No.
Is that rock hurting you?
Kryptonite.
Goku, you gotta destroy that. Give me. See? W.
Okay, let's
W
go.
opponent.
Why?
I want to beat you at your best. It's no fun if it's not fair.
Facts. Dang.
Next time, watch your blind spot.
Uh-oh. Super Saiyan 2.
Deja vu.
Here we go.
Feels like
Parabolic step!
Ooh.
magic.
The game's not as fun when you're losing, is it?
Game? You think this is a game? I haven't even begun to play.
Oh, shoot. Hell, yep. Let's go. Oh, he threw that power pole out of there. Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, great. Not another.
He can even keep up with Super Saiyan 3. What makes him so strong?
Attacking my mind, huh?
Ooh.
Solar flare!
Meet solar devastation, my way. Uh-oh.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Here we go again.
It's over, Superman. Nobody is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. My ultimate form.
Ultimate form, huh? About time you ran out of hairstyles.
Hooray. Uh-oh.
above those clouds.
Oh shoot.
Oh, no, you don't!
Here we go. Oh, epic clash. Oh, he just shot him to the sun. Yep.
That's it. Good. Light. Wait, there's no way.
Oh, he
He's
is.
still alive. It's the sun. He's using the sun. But I'm drained. Sun, lend me your energy.
Spirit bomb. Oh, yep. Solar flame. Oh, shoot, here we go. Dang. Infinite mass punch! Wow. Dang. Well, there goes Earth.
It's over! It's finally over! We never have to hear about it again!
Are you sure about that?
Superman may not be as
Death
tenacious
battle?
as Goku, but sometimes tenacity only prolongs the inevitable.
Superman's power's insane! He can even patch up holes in reality just with his own static electricity!
Goku did not understand Superman's connection to the sun and would not think to teleport him to a red star. Even if he did figure it out, he would run the risk of teleporting him to a blue star, which actually increases Superman's power.
And if Goku destroyed the sun, the supernova would blast all the way past Mars and incinerate him.
So it ultimately comes down to who is stronger, faster, and tougher.
Strength.
The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit by 1% is about 1,000 times less than the object's mass. The Earth weighs in just under 6.6 sextillion tons. This means Superman is strong enough to move 6.6 quintillion tons.
But since his solar power can rise infinitely, this is nowhere near his maximum strength.
You're lifting 200 quintillion tons. That's 3 times your record.
While
Speed.
being timed by Max Lord, Superman flew to the sun and back in less than 2 minutes. That's 9.4 billion kilometers per hour.
Not to mention he was fighting Wonder Stripper the whole time.
Bruh.
So it's likely he can go faster. According to Batman, he can fly at least 17 billion kilometers per hour.
And nobody argues with Batman.
Yeah, if you argue with Batman,
The Man
you're
of Steel
done.
can survive the
Durability.
impact of multiple supernovas, each with about 10 octillion megatons of force.
So Superman's feats and skills are definitively measured. However, Goku's are not, and are difficult to judge. Not only does Dragon Ball heavily abuse cinematic time, but Goku's final adventures in Dragon Ball GT are incredibly inconsistent due to his untimely transformation into a child.
Wow, the room got a lot bigger somehow.
As Ki is dependent on the physical body, his child form likely could not handle his own Ki, sending his power into flux.
It can't take it. It's too weak. My older body was more developed.
And obviously, we're not using future Goku, because that would require a ridiculous amount of assumptions. Not to mention, we'd have to use future Superman, who's pretty much God. So,
Bruh.
like Superman, we need to judge Goku in his prime.
After experimenting with dozens of different theories, we discovered an ironclad method to finding Goku's limits, which we call the
The gravity
formula,
formula.
based around his training in increased gravity. Due to his style of training and Saiyan heritage, Goku increases his abilities proportionate to the amount of force he trains under.
Saiyans are born with a unique ability to fight anywhere.
While in base form, Goku could lift just under 40 tons. This is equivalent to 586 times normal Earth gravity, which we will use in the gravity formula alongside the Super Saiyan power increases to calculate Goku's maximum potential.
Strength.
Multiplying the 40 tons by the Super Saiyan forms means he can lift up to 160,000 tons in Super Saiyan 4. Strong enough to pick up a continent. Or my ex-wife.
Man.
Right after Goku trained on King Kai's planet, which has gravity 10 times stronger than Earth's, he flew across Snake Way Road as fast as possible to save his friends. It took him 28 hours. Impressive, since that's 1 million kilometers long.
Except it's filled with curves, and Goku flew straight over it. So how far did he actually travel? By comparing Goku's height to a single spike, we can measure each curve. We can then remove those curves from the overall length. So it turns out Goku actually flew 307,000 kilometers, nearly 11,000 kilometers per hour.
To see how fast his base form is by the end of the series, we run the Snake Way number through the gravity formula to find that his top speed clocks in at over 2.5 billion kilometers per hour.
I know people are going to disagree on this 100%.
We can determine Goku's durability through this bomb, which the brilliant Dr. Gero designed to kill Goku at age 25, when his maximum potential was Kaioken times 4.
That was intended for Goku.
It was intended to be a last resort.
Scans of the bomb display a TNT measurement of 657. Bulma says the bomb could destroy the Earth, so this is likely measured in quadrillion megatons, since it takes at least 53 quadrillion megatons of force to destroy the Earth.
So in his final form, Goku can survive up to nearly 35 sextillion megatons.
Key power.
Goku doesn't rely solely on his physical abilities. He amplifies his strength and durability with Ki.
But even though his Ki reserve cannot be measured, we can determine his maximum output. See, his Ki attacks do not force him backward unless he allows them to.
Even when firing upward at full power, the ground beneath him remains untouched.
Therefore, according to physics, his maximum output is at most equal to the amount of force he can withstand.
Luckily, we just calculated that with the Gero bomb.
Alright, now that we've determined Goku's maximum potential, let's compare it to Superman.
Holy shit!
Not even close.
Now, we can keep throwing feats and equations around, but in the end, numbers cannot measure what Goku and Superman are capable of. They're both ultimate heroes, solutions to daunting problems, and achievers of the impossible. The difference is at the core of their character. Goku has never been invincible. He has very clear limits and must overcome those limits to solve the problems at hand. That's the whole point.
True.
On the other hand, Superman's story is not about the fight to become the best, but of an immigrant facing the challenge of home versus heritage. After accepting his alien side, Superman has reached his full potential, which, under the endless power of the sun, is essentially limitless. In short, Superman is as strong as he needs to be. So, what happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against another who has no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give it all.
Goku just can't keep up with a man of steel.
The winner is Superman.
The Man of Steel. Okay, now to moving on to the second one, aka the sequel. Okay, now we're on to the sequel.
Goku. Superman. Titans of power. Champions of unimaginable might.
Endlessly requested to fight each other.
Again.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Screw attack. Goku vs Superman 2. Are you kidding? Sorry about the advertisement.
Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman entered the world on the cover of Action Comics #1 in 1938. He was the first, and his success paved the way for the superhero genre. The Man of Steel is righteous, courageous, selfless, a perfect Boy Scout.
Of
Very
course.
inspirational, but man, does it get boring sometimes.
Siegel and Shuster were the sons of Jewish American immigrants and knew firsthand what it was like living in a world where they felt alien. Thus, this became the basis of Superman's story.
You know how it goes. His scientist dad found out his homeworld Krypton was getting a bit too explosive and sent his son off to Earth to save him. On Earth, Superman's Kryptonian cells can absorb solar radiation from the yellow sun, giving him awesome strength, speed, durability, flight, and the power to shoot heat from his eyes, which can be large enough to vaporize a planet or precise enough to perform lobotomies.
Superman was so powerful he could carry entire solar systems on his back, or obliterate them with a sneeze. But over 75 years, Superman has changed quite a bit.
Yep,
Through
he
two
has.
separate reboots, which we will be focusing on today. These reboots lessened his insane power, not exactly by altering his abilities, but by changing his outlook. Upon discovering his alien powers, the new Superman rejected them, unintentionally instilling mental barriers on his powers, which he would work to unlock through the rest of his life.
Sort of like when you drink too much and don't remember the night before, so you gotta spend all day figuring out how you got yourself a dozen kangaroos and married a lamb. Don't ask.
And then, in 1996, the world changed. Dragon Ball Z came to America.
Of course.
Dragon, rock the Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. 12 years prior, a mangaka, or author of Japanese comics, named Akira Toriyama introduced Dragon Ball, the story of Son Goku and his quest to become the greatest martial artist in the world, nay, the universe.
Like Superman, Goku was also sent to Earth from a doomed planet and possessed incredible powers. But that's pretty much where their similarities end.
Goku was primarily inspired by the Monkey King son Wukong from the Chinese novel Journey to the West. If you have any interest in Asian culture, I highly recommend reading it. It's inspired far more than just Dragon Ball.
Throw a stone at a shelf of anime, and odds are it hits something inspired by Journey to the West. Anyway, Toriyama was smart and knew that fighting is awesome, so Dragon Ball took off like a rocket. Sooner than you can say power levels are bullshit,
Which they
Dragon Ball
are.
became a hit anime and then came to America.
Literally making its own journey to the West. And forever changing the childhoods of many.
Big
Dragon Ball
facts.
Z became the gateway anime to many Westerners. However, since prior anime had very little success overseas due to the differences between Japanese and American cultures, the companies responsible for importing DBZ understandably feared Goku's character might seem a bit selfish and heartless to a Western audience.
Their solution? Turn Goku into Superman.
Of course.
This decision resulted in some strange mistranslations, such as labeling Goku's father as a brilliant scientist.
Yeah, I don't see it.
As well as perhaps Goku's most famous line, which many argue actually conflicts with his true character.
I am the hope of the universe. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Allied to good, nightmare to you.
And this is where it all began.
Yep.
The nerd debates, the internet wars, East versus West, which hometown hero would triumph in a brutal fight to the end.
In 2002, Wizards magazine delivered an answer. They deduced Goku would win, stating that Superman would die to a fall from the moon to the Earth.
A decade later, the website Outskirts Battledome launched, dedicated to answering versus matches. This time, Superman claimed victory. However, the chaotic debate careened out of control and eventually became banned forever.
The arguments
A
only
forbidden
proved the internet needed a solid answer.
That's where we came in.
Yep. That's where the Goku fans were like so really raged out because of the outcome. Superman won.
However, since January 2012, Goku and Superman have continued their adventures. Superman gained an all-new ability called the Super Flare, which jettisons all the solar energy stored in his body, essentially turning him into a solar bomb. However, it leaves him completely drained of his powers for the next 24 hours. As such, he will only use the Super Flare as an ultimate last resort.
Goku attained a new legendary form called Super Saiyan God. Despite being a temporary boost, Goku's body absorbed the godly power, essentially making it his new base form. Then, after mixing its power with his Super Saiyan ability, he became a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan! Oh,
Just
come
call
on.
it Super
There
Saiyan
ain't no way with a
Blue.
better name. Ultra Saiyan, Master Saiyan, Super Ultra, combo with Fry Saiyan, anything but that mouthful.
These new powers have naturally rekindled the ultimate debate.
Is this godly Goku powerful enough to defeat Superman? Or will this just be a repeat of the past?
It's a repeat of the past.
Let's end this debate once and for all. It's time for the rematch of Legends.
It's time for a death battle. Let's go. Oh, jeez. Where did he find all the Dragon Balls? Summoning Shenron. And Earth is back. Nice as ever.
Hey, Superman.
Son Goku.
Uh-oh. Let's do this.
Ready for a rematch?
Again. Ooh. Tight.
This stops here.
Ooh. Dang.
I actually felt that.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Neither have you.
Ooh.
With every step,
Injustice 2 move reference.
a hurricane. This is my burden. Be thankful it is not yours.
Wow.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're not the only one with that kind of power.
Oh, here we go. And Super Saiyan Blue.
I've seen worse.
You've seen worse, really? Dang. Dang. Sheesh. Alright. Bruh. This whole battle, Superman's not using the super flare. Sheesh.
Out of my way. Stops here.
Dang.
All right. Have you had your fun? I would prefer we don't accidentally destroy the Earth a second time.
No, I will never back down from a fight.
Oh, here we go with the. Yup. He's just walking right through that. That's how you know comic book characters are overpowered. That's oof.
I'm sorry.
Oof. Lobotomized him. Wow.
I believe this is the part where I say, I told you so.
King Kai, I don't understand.
Of course.
You can't beat him.
Sure I can. I'll just train harder than ever.
No, Goku. You can overcome any limit put in front of you, but his power has no limit. Even if you somehow found the power to surpass him, you wouldn't have anything left to aspire to. Do you truly want that?
Nah, sounds boring. Oops. King Kai, do you have anything to eat?
Classic
I'm trying
Goku.
to be serious here.
Why? My stomach has limits too, you know.
I know that the Dragon Ball fans are ticked off.
Whoa! Torches and pitchforks down. Before you start raging, please hear us out on this one, alright?
Yeah.
Goku is incredibly powerful, a skilled warrior, and a great character. But Superman is on a completely different level, one which really doesn't belong in versus matches like these. Sure, due to the writing style of Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan God Goku's exact limits are difficult to pinpoint. Also, Goku will likely achieve a new form in the future. It's just how Dragon Ball works nowadays. However, none of that is really a factor. Goku will always have limits, while Superman's maximum potential is limitless.
Don't believe us? Well, strap in, boys and girls. Let's look at how Superman breaks reality. One day, Superman was hanging out near Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation.
For the record, that's 25 light years from Earth, or 147 trillion
Oh,
miles.
I can tell they're
Naturally, a
lowballing
crisis occurred on
Superman,
Earth,
of course.
So Superman's
Like
photographer buddy
lowballing.
Jimmy
I
activated
could
his
I could tell
signal
they're
launch, calling
both.
for
I could tell
Superman's
that they're
aid.
lowballing
And
both
Superman
Superman and
arrived
Goku,
in a
of
matter
course.
of minutes.
Being a comic book, the time Superman took getting to Earth is unspecified. However, the comic never mentioned or implied any large time lapse, and he arrived as the battle was ending. Even if we seriously lowballed this feat to taking 10 minutes, Superman would be
Classic
traveling over
death battle.
800 trillion miles per hour, over 1,000,000 times the speed of light. But more impressively, Jimmy's signal watch operates by emitting a high-frequency sound only Superman can hear. Which means Superman heard the signal in the vacuum of space 25 light years away. That is
Sheesh.
physically impossible. Except for Superman.
Oh, you aren't impossible? How about the time he lifted Spectre off the ground? A guy literally made up of eternity. No, not insane enough for you? Well then, how about the time Superman lifted a book of infinite pages? That's right, Superman lifted both eternity and infinity.
Though he did have some
That's
help from
all.
Wonder Woman and Shazam.
Hey, Wiz, what's half of infinity? Infinity.
Regardless, they have limits in their own strength. So while they were lifting a specific set part for each load, Superman was lifting everything else, which literally means
But with the
everything
help of
else.
his
Really, Wonder Woman and Shazam didn't even need to be there.
Superman's
we got
held
Green
the black
Lantern.
hole, survived an explosion equal to 50 supernovas, flew through the center of a red sun, which is like tanking millions of nukes rapid fire, and once easily absorbed enough solar energy to vaporize half a galaxy. And to put an end to the Wizards magazine argument, here he is getting thrown from orbit into Earth with enough force to devastate the planet and cause nuclear winter. Oh look, he stood up moments later, more pissed off than hurt. Oh, and by the way, none of this was pre-crisis.
pre-crisis.
Believe us, we know none of this makes any logical sense.
And hey, it's not our fault. These writers just keep making Superman the most impossibly OP guy ever.
That's a
kinda what he's
fact.
all about.
Exactly. Superman isn't just a sketch on paper. He's an ideal. Superman and Goku are more than just characters. They inspire. They show us the best of what we can become.
Facts.
This is why people get so passionate about this debate.
Goku's the epitome of a self-made man in spirit and personal goals. He inspires people to work hard to achieve dreams. To many, Goku is proof that there is no struggle that cannot be overcome.
True.
And the world of Dragon Ball fits this mold. Every obstacle Goku faces in Dragon Ball has a limit he can overtake. Even those called gods in his universe can be defeated and surpassed.
And that is where Superman breaks this matchup. His world just doesn't fit the same mold.
Superman is an all-powerful being who is only weak to alien radiation and supernatural magic. He is not meant to be relatable. He is not meant to lose. While Goku's story is one of a man trying to be the best warrior he can be, Superman's is the story of a god trying to live amongst men. It's not about if he loses a fight, but whether or not he's doing the right thing. That's why he stands for truth, justice, and freedom.
And the American
That's why he
way.
doesn't wear a mask. That's why he's called the Superman.
For reasons.
But hey, we know some of you out there have some questions, so let's knock them out of the park right now.
Technically, if Goku could find a way to draw energy across multiverses, his spirit bomb could possibly achieve the kind of limitless power to match Superman. But not only would that take way too long to charge, providing Superman with plenty of time to kill him thousands of times over, the spirit bomb does not hurt anyone pure of heart, like Superman.
Gohan, you have to bounce it back. If you don't have any evil in you, you'll be okay.
True.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was about on par with Golden Frieza. When asked about Golden Frieza's power level at a panel, Frieza's voice actor said that since Frieza was a nice guy, it's probably 100 quintillion.
Seriously?
Which is a pun, because power levels are
It's a
nothing more
pun.
than a big joke.
Superman has been beaten in battle before, when he was still learning. Saying Superman should lose because he lost to Doomsday is the equivalent of saying Goku should lose because he was one shot by Raditz. We are looking at these characters at their maximum potential, not from some random point in their timelines.
Maximum
Goku may have
potential,
divine
huh?
ki now, but it's still ki, not magic.
Ki may be spiritual in nature, but it's still a natural source of living energy even Superman possesses. In fact, Dragon Ball emphasizes a clear difference between ki and magic.
And if Goku did destroy the sun or the planet, he can't survive in the vacuum of space. Superman can and could always just fly to another yellow sun, or even a blue one, which boosts his powers even faster.
Ultimately, Goku vs. Superman comes down to a difference of limits and purpose. What happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against a
I had a
being with
feeling
no
they're gonna
limits
say that in the
first place?
third one.
Well, only one has limits to give at all. But that's exactly what makes him such a memorable character.
Think about it. If you had a Goku that was as powerful as Superman, would you even want him?
Maybe.
The winner is Superman.
Fucking Superman.
Superman! Yep. I mean, what else is there to say? I cannot believe it. Yeah. So, Death Battle decides. Yeah, who am I kidding? So yeah, that was my reaction to both Superman, to both videos of. I mean, okay, you know what? That's my reaction to Goku versus Superman 1 and 2. So yeah, I cannot. Yeah, so Death Battle is doing this matchup for a third time. A third time. I swear. And I won't be surprised if they say what happens when you put a being that has limits up against a being that has no limits in the first place. Yeah. I won't be surprised if they say that for a third time. So yeah. I hope all of you enjoyed this long reaction video. I know I did. And yeah. Oh yeah, here's a question for this for this reaction video. How do okay? So, do all of you love or hate rematches on Death Battle? Let me know in the comments below. To me, I say seeing rematches in Death Battles are kind of like mid in my taste, in my opinion, of course. But yeah, and yeah, yeah. So I hope all of you enjoyed this video, this reaction video to Goku vs Superman 1 and 2. Both of the links will be down into the description. If you yeah, go support the Death Battle team for making the series awesome, and yeah, be sure to ninja slice that like button, ninja star that subscribe button to join the ninja clan, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace out.
If the holiday season is taking you from the Cape to the lake, you can stream Magic 106.7 for the free Odyssey.